Hi friends, I'm Jim Rapsas. I'm the creator of Strange Days at Blake Holsey High, and on this edition of Holsey Howler, you're going to get a bit of a news update about what's going on behind the scenes with the web series Echoes, what you can expect in the coming weeks or months. Admittedly, the first bit of news is going to be a bit disappointing, not so great news, but I hope to make up for that with the second bit of news, which is tremendously exciting, and I'm thrilled to finally be able to share with you all. So let's get straight into it. First of all, the not so great news. Since we premiered in June, we have been doing new episodes every 3 weeks. That means we're due for a new episode this Thursday, September 29th. We are going to miss that premiere date. There will not be a new episode this Thursday, and we're going to miss the following one as well. There will not be a new episode on October 20th. That means you can expect the next new episode of Echoes to come on November 10th. The reason for this delay ties into the great news. It was a very difficult decision for Paul and I to make. Paul, who is my fellow executive producer and the director of Echoes, but as it turns out, a necessary one. And that's where the great news comes in. Before getting into that, let's take a little step back. I'm going to give you guys a peek behind the curtain of the production of Echoes and how things are getting done here. When Paul and I embarked on this, there were two fundamental truths about the production of this series that we knew were going to have to be reconciled at some point. The first was Paul and I live in Los Angeles. We live about 15 minutes from each other. So we knew that production had to start here where the two of us were. And that's what happened. We've done all 5 episodes. Everything we've shot so far has been done here in LA. The second fundamental truth was I knew from the very beginning when I started Echoes that I wanted to have original series cast members and crew members involved. And basically all of those people are in Canada, in Toronto and Ontario. Without getting into the logistics of immigration and work visas, which was super boring, we looked into this for a while, but it's a not impossible, but a little complicated procedure to bring actors here to work on the series. That means the only way to really practically work with original series cast members and crew members was for us to figure out a way to shoot in Canada. And that's taken some time to figure out, but we have. So that's the big exciting announcement. Echoes is going to be producing new episodes in Toronto, in Ontario. And that means I can officially announce for the very first time that original series cast members will be appearing in the Echoes web series. And yes, I said cast members as in plural, as in more than one. I know this is the big question everyone has had since I started since it was announced. Sorry to have to have been so coy about it for so long, but I didn't want to say anything until I knew we figured out a way to do it. And now we have done that. Now we have a plan to move this forward. I can tell you I have spoken to 3 original series cast members in the past 2 weeks who I literally had not spoken with since the last day of filming of Conclusions 16 years ago. And they were so excited to hear from me. They're so excited to be a part of this. I'm beyond thrilled to be able to introduce these characters into the story. Yes, we've started by introducing new characters and new threads, but this was always part of the plan, to introduce the original series characters into this story. And it's a bit of a complicated process, and it's part of the reason for the delay. A big part of the reason is really just shifting production, and there's a lot to be figured out. So we need a little time to figure out the logistics of how we're going to do this. But we're in the process of doing that. The second one is it's a story consideration. We've actually shot 2 episodes that Paul and I decided not to air yet. So we actually have new episodes ready that we could air over the next 2 weeks. But there was information revealed in those episodes that we decided shouldn't come out yet, based on now what I know now about what cast members, original series cast members, I will be able to introduce into the story and when. It's not that the story has changed. The story and the arc is the same. It's just a matter of which thread comes in first and what we learn from who. So we had this careful consideration, decided, you know what, these things that are going to be revealed in this episodes, we're going to pull them back because we don't want that information to be said yet. So it's going to take us a little while to do this. We hope to be shooting with original series cast members by November. So that's a month and a half, probably 2 months away. That means when we do return on November 10th, the first episodes you see will not be the Canadian production original series cast members. We actually are shooting 3 more episodes here in LA next week, and those will be the next episodes you see. That means the first original series cast member appearance should come in January. I think with the first episode in January of 2023. That's the plan right now. I'm not going to say who is going to be introduced in advance because I want that part to remain a surprise. But it's going to be really satisfying seeing how these characters tie in to the characters you've met already. It just is really going to raise the stakes on this and take the stories in exciting new directions. And I know this is what everyone has wanted from the beginning. And I'm so glad to be able to deliver this. Your interest in the show, passion for the show, and all those years it was kind of off the radar really kept me going, really inspired me to want to do this. So I'm so happy to be able to deliver on this part of the promise and bring some of these characters back that you love and find out what's going on with them and how they connect to the story. That's all I have for now. I'm going to do more Holsey Howlers in the interim in this little break that we have, and I'll bring in some more guests and hopefully get you some more information about what you can expect. But in the meantime, thanks for sticking with us. Lots of exciting things coming up from Echoes. I hope you continue to watch and check it out. And I will be back soon with more information. I appreciate your support, and thanks for checking out my video. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.